Here we are at a common persimmon, which is Diospyros virginiana in the Eboniaceae family. Common persimmon is native to Georgia, and it's found when it's near a river. It's typically a large tree, but if it's away from a river in a drier, poorer site, it can almost be more like a small shrub. On common persimmon, the tree is deciduous and it's alternate and simple. The leaves themselves are oval to ovate, and it has an entire leaf margin. In the later fall, the leaves tend to develop these black spots, which are a pretty good diagnostic characteristic. It will start to turn almost an orangish, yellowish color as its fall foliage color. The other cool thing about persimmon are its buds, which we'll zoom into here. The buds on common persimmon are almost jet black and triangular shaped. We'll look at another set here. So that jet black bud that's pointed and almost triangle shaped. Unlike a lot of our other native species, common persimmon does not have a terminal bud. It actually aborts that terminal bud. So no terminal bud, but jet black axillary buds right next to the leaf. The fruit on the common persimmon is this plum-like berry. So this is an immature one, so don't try to eat this, but they are edible. Later in the fall, they'll turn a nice, very pretty orange color, and the rule of thumb is that you don't want to eat them until after frost, but it's kind of tricky because you have to beat the animals to it. So don't eat them now because they're very astringent, and if you try to eat it, it's almost like you just ate a cotton ball. Maybe I'll do that at the end of the video. We'll see. But we'll talk about the bark first. So the bark on common persimmon is on this young individual, and I want to be clear that this is very young bark, and it develops almost these charcoal gray, dark gray, almost blackish blocks, and so it's very blocky bark. This orange is typically only found on young trees. As it gets older, the bark will be very blocky, and some people say it looks almost identical to charcoal with that dark gray, almost black bark. So now we're going to eat this unripe persimmon. Can't do it. Bye, y'all.